Well, there's your Sunday morning sunrise. Sort of. It's over there somewhere. At least the color's there. Kind of interesting. 28 degrees this morning. 28 yesterday morning, right? Except last night we were 33 degrees at like 6 o'clock. Friday night it was 42 degrees at 6 o'clock. Well, everything's covered with frost, but it doesn't look as thick this morning. And I'd say the cherry trees feeling it this morning. A little bit of color change on the leaves, but the leaves are hanging straight down. That makes a freaking mess. And those tanks down there, the apple tree keeps dropping apples on randomly. Some of those apples will still be there on the tree in like February or March. It's crazy. Oh well, get the day going. Well, I've shown the front of it a few times over the years. Got damage. Took the rear end out of one of them really short box little Ford pickups. Yeah. I think Becky told him there was a battery in it. Well, no. There hasn't been one in it for a few years. It's open so I can get the antenna mount off. I don't give those things away. I mean, by the time you get the cable and you get the antenna and you get the mount and you get a mount that actually fits or one you can make fit, I mean, just the mount's like $20-25 anymore. But there's a certain, shall we say, Mickey's been here. Kind of a little mouse holder in the whole shop today from this thing. So, I'll give credit where credit is due. This stuff does work. Dirt, grain, and steel. He was given this stuff by the manufacturer, by the distributor, whatever, to try it out, and he absolutely loves it. And we got some a couple years ago now, probably like 3 years ago. At least that, because we used this when we were taking the old sprayer apart. Mice had gotten in the cab on that, and we couldn't stand to be near it to take it apart. And we used it, and it does work. And Rose can smack when I open the door. Let's find out, right? I actually don't smell it in here. Becky put like 3 or 4 squirts in here yesterday when I first opened it up because it stank. And there's a little hint, but not much. She didn't put anything in there, and that's probably where the little buggers are hiding. That was the issue we had on that sprayer. They got into the heater, and you could find them, squirt everywhere else. And it's just, really listen to it. Boom. I'm gonna shut the door and walk away. If I can keep from getting tripped. And the crap on the floor and the dogs. But anyway, it does work. I reminded Tyler and Becky that it was over here yesterday. It's like, you got a red bottle over there. Go grab it. And now I gotta grab a couple tools, get that thing off of there. Then the hood can get shut again. Yeah, freaking mess. Ooh. To work good. But yeah, same size as those. Just nowhere near as thick. And new bezels too. Bezels are in the bottom box. The other light's in this top box. Get those on today. Get that thing out of here. And since I got too much stuff parked in front of the next bay down, we'll get this out of here. We'll back the service truck in and go through our hole in the wall over there behind the saw and fill the fuel tanks. But we gotta get this out of here first. Rainy and Red say it's warmer today than yesterday. Yesterday we made it to 56 degrees. Today it was 57 degrees at 1 o'clock. T-shirt weather. I think we're done with this thing. I really wish I had a set of rags to throw on it. I mean, those make my pickup look kind of stupid with a 6-inch lift, but I don't care if I need tires. But
Damn it, you're popped.
oh, hey, Ty's ear popped. You gotta feel better now.
And it fell right back in.
No, if I had a set of rags to put on it, God knows I would. But I don't, so I can't. And they gotta have tires and wheels on them. Bad thing is, what we're getting for it is just about what we paid for the tires when you put them on. And he didn't drive it a whole lot after they were put on, so I mean, yeah, he's been gone for 5.5 years now almost. But those tires aren't over 6 years old, I don't think.
Well, Grandpa's been gone for how long?
5.5. They might be 7 years old. I think they were on there when he wrecked it the first time, which was 5 months to the day before they wrecked it the last time.
Yeah, he just got him put on.
And hey, believe it or not, Ty decided she had to take the spare tire out of there. Because why? Well, it'll fit my mother's pickup. If I have to, I can put it on mine. It'll just look real stupid on one corner. Same with Brooke if she needs it. And it's the original as far as we know, and it's still got air in it, and it still appears to be a good tire. But hitch is off. They knew it was coming with no tail lights, so we took the other one out and took the wiring harness to the tail lights out. It's kind of neat. I'd show you, but I'm not going to lay back down there again. Over just about where that idiot light is for the license plate, underneath there's just a deal there with 4 plug-ins on it. And unplug it there and pop the holders across, slip them right out. And we're still finding a few bees. We've killed a dozen of them in here this morning, I suppose. They ain't after anybody yet.
They were after me yesterday.
I'll tell you a secret. Notice she's twirling her hair? It's because she's tired. She does that when she's tired.
I'm exhausted.
I'm going to guess she cleaned her hands up a little bit before she started doing that. Otherwise, her hair would be
not like it
that
would
color.
matter anyway. I gotta show her when I get home anyway.
So anyway, no, haven't got to that thing yet. Haven't got fuel in the shop yet either.
And I'll have a video probably tomorrow of Lainey in her new little area. As long as everything works out and the cows aren't bitches.
So if you heard that, if the cows aren't biatches, she's going to have a video for me tomorrow of her new calf in her new little area. And Maury and his dad are cleaning their barn today since it was
Neighbor
only...
kids.
Oh, neighbor kid? Okay, either way. Maury and I don't know if I got young Mr. Ben on here or not. When we took those trees out, he was out here to help Maury. So they're getting that done, so they'll have a clean barn. And I think we got
it ain't any fun trying to pull a calf in 2 feet of shit.
I think we got to feed a bale. Those freaking calves, they just keep going through it. And Ty tried to drain that abscess on that heifer again today.
Well, let's walk down there and look at it.
She got a little bit, she says. Bring you back in a minute. She is. Every time I come in here, she usually turns that lump away from me. I don't get to see it, but...
I know.
It's still right there. Looks like Ty got a little juice out of it. Can see the light colored spot in the middle of it? That's from juice coming out.
Well, so the top part right above that is what's soft. Everything else, she's got 2 other lumps towards her white spot on her neck.
Yeah, she's got 2 from shots that are top of my fingernail.
I don't think it's all from shots because I didn't put her shots that far.
Well, that's true. Her shots
so
shouldn't have been up there.
Like they're 2 separate lumps.
She could have got into some
Encapsulated.
bees. One of Mom's horses used to get lumps all over the place. She'd get into the freaking bees and you'd see her go, oh my God, what's going on? And
Katie would get them too.
yeah, but Fancy was worse.
Well,
She'd have that big around and that high of lumps all over.
I swear, I think every red horse that I've met has had that issue.
But anyway, she's still in here.
It's a hell of a lot
Just
safer
is.
for her being in here because we can, if we have to lift her, we can. Because when we first saw her when she went down,
have to lift her, but
no, but when we first saw her when she went down, we were finishing spraying shit. She went down right behind the shit
She laid
storage. Down. No, she just fucking collapsed down and couldn't get back up. That's why I was like, oh shit.
Anyway, to look at her, she's healthy, doing good.
Yeah, just don't look at that shoulder.
Yeah, just don't look at that shoulder.
Oh, here you go, right here. Oh, you pain in the butt.
She moves. In the morning, she's standing the other way and won't let me see that side. I actually stood on top of the feeder over the top for while she was eating grain this morning and looked down so I could see it. And then she was cool with me, sniffing my feet, didn't care that I was standing there. But anyway.
She was not happy with me. But I got smart though, I didn't get kicked this time. I closed the gate on her and chained that SOB.
Of course, Ty tells me, I let her have the whole pin because I left that gate across here. I forgot to move it yesterday, and that was fine. She had room. And Ty says, I let her have the whole pen, and I put that down. Well, that's down, but now in order to let the cows in to eat, I've got to swing that up and then swing the other gate over before I can open the gate for the cows.
She's just making, because you walked past her to get her.
She's just making more work for me. That's normal. I wasn't going to
let her have the entire pen because she's going to try to go underneath the other end.
Anyway, we're going to move a pickup out of the shop. First thing we're going to do, though, is I'm going to drill a hole on a piece of plastic so I can use the bumper to drop a pin through it to move it.
And then we're going to move the other pickup up there, too.
And then she says we're going to move the other one up there, too. I don't know. We'll see.
While we're at it, we might as well.
Well, that's what dims look like. This dim is plenty bright. The high side's kind of low though. We'll get there. Key has to be on to turn the brights on. Kind of weird, but there's bright. And they're all on, just not near as bright. So, guess we still got to figure out why the one to that side doesn't light up as well, but either way, they're going in. A little dialectric grease on the plugs, go get the rings that hold them in. I can put, well, maybe I can't. That piece is gone on this one too. There's a little square hole right there. I'm supposed to have a nub in there for the screw to go into. I knew this side was gone, so I guess I still got to figure out something for that. Well, it's done as far as it's going to be for now. Really do need to get that fixed. Where the deal was missing here, it's a rubber insert on this side. Assuming that's what was over here. This was no longer a square hole, but it was close. Kind of a U-shape, broke out toward the front. But I found a little baggie of plastic keepers. Had to file the square open in this one to get it. This one's in solid. The other one, that fender's so rotten that, or the headlight bucket's so rotten that folding on three sides, the screw is in it. That's about all we can hope for. And I'll show you what I put in there. I had to file quite a bit out. Thank God for having a little tiny set of files. And that thing, picked that up at a tool store in town many years ago now. The deals broke out, otherwise it used to hang out. Now I figure out where I'm going here. I'm going up here. I can get the thing back out. That set of drawers is a piece of shit. These little buggers. Had to file it to get it in, but it's popped in there nice and tight. Fits quite nicely on the one side. I'll try to clip this in there so it's out of the deal easier. So anyway, that's done. I think Ty got the feeding done. We fed a bale to the calves. And look at that clean section of shop floor again. And Dad's pickup sitting up there underneath the trees. That garbage bag is full of fir needles. And that's just what Ty cleaned off of it, because, I know they get narrow-minded if there's a bunch of stuff that's going to fly off on the road because they're liable for it. So clean that off. I mean, I don't need them trying to come back on me or anything. And the rest of the shit was a dustpan and a half. Went in the garbage. So that's our day. I guess tomorrow we'll get some fuel in here. I gotta say, I don't know what she did. Taking that pickup out of here, we popped the little plug out of the bumper and dropped a pin in it. I just hooked onto it with the solid forks. I don't know how, but she ran into all that stuff. Ended up with that tire and the cones down by the gravel. I really don't know how she did it. I couldn't see it because the loader frame was in the way. I just hope she didn't screw up that tank. It shoved it about 6 inches and it's bolted to angle iron framework. So I hope it didn't crack the base of the tank up. That's our foam marker for the sprayer. That needs to get done too. And yeah, more shit because that box is clear full. That one's full. Nice set of floor mats. Damn near new. It's all going to find someplace. I would imagine license plates will go up there, but can't get up there with this stuff anyway. Anyway, hopefully I didn't ramble too long. Hope you all had a great Sunday. All I know is it's warm out and I got a coat on and I really don't need the coat on, so I'm going to get rid of it. Hope everybody has a great Monday. And thanks for watching. And the cows decided to come in. They were just up there. All along there. From about there down to the gate. Oh well. They come in when they want to. They must be thirsty because they're all headed to the water trough.